They say the quietest moments are the ones that change you forever. It was the silent turn of a key in my own front door. But the hero's welcome I imagined was a war of a different kind, one I never saw coming. My duffel bag hung heavy on my shoulder. The house felt different, wrong somehow. 3 weeks early from deployment, thanks to an injury that earned me medical leave. Our wedding picture smiled back at me. Had that woman in white known what waited for her? Desmond must be on a work call. I smiled despite my exhaustion, imagining his face when I walked through that door. The bedroom door stood slightly ajar. I pushed it open slowly, ready to call out his name, and froze. Beneath him was not just any woman. Her auburn hair spilled across my pillow. The desert heat rushed back to my lungs. They hadn't noticed me yet. Lost in their betrayal, in our bed. My boot connected with Desmond's side in a sharp, brutal strike. The thud echoed against the walls, and his body crashed onto the floor. That was when reality hit them both. Desmond groaned, trying to push himself upright. But his breath was cut short as pain jolted through him. I stepped closer. Her scream finally tore through the silence, high-pitched and desperate. Her body hit the glass table with a sickening crash, shards splintering beneath her. Both of them looked up at me then, faces twisted with agony, disbelief, and fear. They had never expected me. This was not the homecoming I'd imagined. Let me tell you how a girl from small-town Ohio became a woman who could survive IED explosions, only to be destroyed by the two people she trusted most. I grew up in Millfield, population 3,847, where secrets lasted about as long as fresh bread. My father ran the hardware store. My mother taught 3rd grade. While other girls played house, I climbed trees. The military's no place for a lady, my father said. But I wasn't trying to be a lady. I was trying to be something more. Good. My drill sergeant, Sergeant Reynolds, saw something in me. Matthias, he'd bark, you got ice in your veins and fire in your belly. That's what makes soldiers. He was right. I excelled. Marksmanship, strategy, leadership. But success came with sacrifice. Relationships that crumbled under the weight of distance and duty. He was a civil engineer building bridges while I was learning to blow them up. You're beautiful when you smile, he'd said on our 3rd date. I don't smile much. And he did. When I came back, different, colder, he loved me anyway. My cousin Lily was my maid of honor. You deserve this, she whispered, squeezing my hand. You deserve someone who sees how amazing you are. If only I'd known she was already planning to take him from me. The marriage was good, better than good. When my final deployment orders came, I almost refused them. 18 months in the desert, leading convoys through hostile territory. I called when I could. Sometimes the connection was bad, sometimes he seemed distracted. I told myself it was normal. I was grateful someone was looking after him. Shrapnel from an IED. I didn't tell Desmond. I wanted to surprise him. My voice echoed through the bedroom like a gunshot. Sharon, his face went white as desert bone. You're not supposed to be home for 3 more weeks. I stepped into the room. Every nerve on high alert. Combat mode. Sorry to interrupt your celebration. Explain. The word tasted like metal. Desmond found his voice. It's not what you think. Get out. The words came from somewhere deep and cold inside me. Both of you. Sharon, please, let's just talk about this. Now. The command voice I'd used on 100 subordinates echoed off our bedroom walls. They moved then, scrambling for clothes scattered across the floor. Sharon, what are you doing? Desmond reached for his pants. The lighter fluid was still in the storage box. The flames caught quickly. Sharon, stop. Desmond appeared in the doorway, clutching a throw pillow to his waist. Lily cowered behind him, wrapped in our bedsheet. I watched their clothes curl and blacken in the fire. You have 4 minutes now. You listen. Both of you. You have exactly 60 seconds to get out of my house. Sharon, be reasonable, Lily started. How many shared glances had I missed? This is my house, too, Desmond said, trying for authority. You can't just. Sharon, please, Desmond tried again. We need to talk about this like adults. Adults? I stepped closer, and he flinched. Good. Adults don't sleep with their spouse's family members. 40 seconds. 30 seconds. Not my problem anymore. 20 seconds. They were moving now, panic driving them. Sharon, you're scaring me, Lily whispered. They rushed past me toward the front door. 7, 6. 5. I stood alone in my poisoned house, and felt something inside me break clean in half. Then the rage came. My hands moved without conscious thought, stripping the bed, gathering their forgotten belongings. I piled their belongings in the fire pit, doused them with more lighter fluid. The match struck clean. I could hear neighbors gathering, drawn by the smoke. I walked to the front of the house where Desmond and Lily stood on my lawn, wearing only bedsheets like refugees from their own scandal. My clothes! Lily shrieked, seeing the smoke. My grandmother's earrings. Your grandmother's earrings are family heirlooms, I said calmly. They belong to the family. You're not family anymore. Work it out. I laughed again. Like you worked out how to sleep with my cousin in my bed. The color drained from his face. I was going to give you everything, I gestured to the house. Instead, I find you building that dream with someone else. Mrs. Peterson from next door stepped forward, her phone obviously recording. Honey, are you all right? I'm fine, Mrs. Peterson. Just taking out the trash. This is insane, Desmond muttered. You're having a breakdown. Am I? I pulled out my phone, scrolling through our joint bank account. Her hand flew to her wrist. My money. My husband. My house, I pocketed the phone. My revenge. Past tense. My lawyer will be in touch. Did you really think I'd come home without a plan? I've been suspicious for months, Desmond. You were being paranoid, he shot back. The photos were sitting in my email right now. Sharon, please, Lily tried one more time. He was lonely. You were gone so much. I was gone serving my country so people like you could sleep safely in your beds. I stepped closer to her. Instead, you decided to sleep in mine. The fire crackled behind me. You have 5 minutes to get off my property, I said finally. After that, I'm calling the police for trespassing. No, I said simply. You love the idea of me. The hero wife. But you never loved me enough to wait. I turned my back on them and walked toward my house. I wouldn't, of course, but they didn't know that. They left in Mrs. Peterson's car, wrapped in towels. I watched from my bedroom window as they drove away. The first call was to my lawyer, Jake. We'd served together in Afghanistan. There was a pause. What happened? Caught Desmond with my cousin. I need everything. House, accounts, assets. He gets nothing. Yes, I cut him off. I have evidence. Photos, financial records. Adultery is still grounds for divorce in Ohio, and I'm not feeling generous. The third call was the hardest. My parents. Mom, I need to tell you something about Desmond and Lily. Silence. Then, oh, honey. I knew it. How long have you suspected? Since Christmas, her voice broke. The way they looked at each other. I prayed I was wrong. Would you have believed me? Or would you have accused me of being jealous? She was right. I would have defended them both. By evening, the story was everywhere. My old drill sergeant, Sergeant Reynolds, showed up at sunset. My husband's a cheating bastard. Nope. Supposed to make you smarter. Next time, find someone who understands what it means to serve something bigger than themselves. I made camp on the living room couch that night. My service pistol within reach. Old habits. Sleep light. Stay armed. Trust no one. Tell me you have more than just photographs, he said. The timestamps went back 8 months. Financial records, I said, handing him a folder. He's been using our money to wine and dine her. Jake whistled. This is substantial, Sharon. But are you sure you want to go nuclear? Then I showed him something else the PI found. Mortgage applications with forged signatures. Preliminary divorce papers filed 3 weeks ago, citing my abandonment and mental instability as grounds. Son of a bitch, Jake muttered. He was planning to divorce you and take everything. The package arrived Wednesday morning. A flash drive and a handwritten note. Sharon, you deserve to know the whole truth. Check the bedroom camera. Password is Desert Rose. I'm sorry. Anonymous. My blood ran cold. I tore my bedroom apart and found it. A tiny camera behind the mirror. My hands shook as I watched the earliest recording from just 3 months into my deployment. I've wanted this for so long, she whispered. Playing soldier. But the worst came in April, right after I'd called to tell Desmond I loved him. She's pathetic, Lily said, sprawled naked on my side of the bed. The implication hit me like a physical blow. My phone rang. An unknown number. Lily had been targeting married men with substantial assets, seducing them, recording their affairs, and then blackmailing them. Desmond was supposed to be victim number 7, Caston continued. But instead of paying, he became her partner. Partner in what? They really were hoping I'd die. Yeah. And when that didn't happen fast enough, they started planning alternatives. He showed me more evidence. Research on military suicide rates, PTSD. They were building a case for my mental instability, planning to have me committed. What do you need from me? I asked, my voice cold as steel. Cooperation. You're the key witness. Your testimony will put them away. For how long? We're looking at 15 to 20 years, minimum. The sting operation took 3 weeks to set up. I played my part perfectly. The grieving wife, willing to do anything to save her marriage. I agreed to counseling sessions, all while wearing a wire. I've been worried about Sharon's stability, Desmond told the fake doctor. The nightmares, the violent outbursts. I bit my tongue and played my part. The wire captured every lie. Federal agents surrounded Lily's apartment. The trial lasted 6 weeks. I testified for 3 days. Desmond's lawyer tried to paint me as unstable, damaged by combat. Lily's defense was to claim she was Desmond's victim. The bedroom recordings were the final nail in the coffin. The jury heard them joking about my death and planning my institutionalization. The verdict was read on a gray February morning. Lily got 18. I felt nothing as they led them away. Just emptiness. Spring came early that year. The house started to feel like mine again. I repainted every room, installed new locks, and transformed the bedroom until no trace of them remained. My parents visited, my dad pretending he wasn't proud. This wasn't a fight, Dad. This was survival. The nightmares changed from combat to betrayal. My therapist helped me work through it. Sergeant Reynolds invited me to help train young soldiers at the local reserve base, giving me a new purpose. One day, a letter arrived with federal prison stationery. It was from Desmond. I almost threw it away, but curiosity won. He wrote that he had truly loved me once, but that Lily had consumed him, pulling him into her world of crime and deceit. He didn't ask for forgiveness. He said he didn't deserve it. I read the letter 3 times, searching for manipulation. But it felt different. Raw. Honest. And completely irrelevant. This time, the fire felt like closure, not rage. 5 years later, I stood in my parents' backyard once again. But this time, everything was different. The man standing across from me was Lionel Rodriguez, a former Marine medic I'd met in a veteran support group. Jake stood by my side as my man of honor. "You sure about this?" he whispered. "Last time I married someone who wanted to change me," I whispered back. "This time, I'm marrying someone who loves me exactly as I am." The ceremony was simple. We promised to honor each other's service, respect each other's independence, and to choose each other, every single day. I once thought strength was forged only in the fires of combat. It's the courage to plant a garden where only ashes remained, the bravery to trust again after being broken. As the song ended, Lionel squeezed my hand. "No regrets?" he asked, his eyes full of a love I knew was real. I looked at the beautiful life I had built from the ruins, at the incredible man by my side, and I smiled a smile that reached my very soul. Not a single one. The door closed behind us, not just shutting out the past, but opening up to everything that was yet to come. The soft sound of laughter from our friends carried on the night air, a promise that the best days weren't just possible. They were already here. We hope this story of resilience and rebirth touched your heart. If you love epic tales of revenge and redemption, you've found your new home. Please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story. Your support helps us bring more powerful tales like this to our global family. And don't forget to drop a comment below and let us know which country you're watching from. We love our community.